Join me and my sister on a journey from Istanbul to Bursa and Uludağ Mountain. From the beautiful ferry ride across the Marmara Sea to exploring Ottoman landmarks in Bursa and finally experiencing the world's longest cable car ride up Uludağ, this trip was full of history, nature, and adventure. I'll also share some important travel tips, why private tours are better than group tours, how to prepare for the mountain weather, and why an overnight stay in Bursa makes the experience so much better. We started our journey early in the morning. The tour company picked everyone up from their hotels in Istanbul and then took us to the port where the bus drove onto the ferry heading to Yalova. The ferry ride itself was beautiful as we left Istanbul behind. The hills and skyline of the city slowly faded into the distance. The sea was calm and the fresh breeze made the ride refreshing. Yalova, where we landed, is a green and peaceful town, and from there we continued our journey towards Bursa. The Yalova stop, usually people go for go karting, and if they want to have coffee or tea, they just stop for that. We were not interested in go karting because I've already done it before. So we decided to roam around and explore the area. And
Sol.
yeah, little bit, not too much. That's it. That's
Kaçamenes.
no. Teşekkür ederim. Bursa is one of Turkey's most historic and culturally rich cities. It was the first capital of the Ottoman Empire in the 14th century, before the Ottomans moved their center to Edirne and then Istanbul. It is famous for its Grand Mosque, Uludağ, covered bazaars, and silk trade. In fact, during the Ottoman era, Bursa was a key stop on the Silk Road, connecting Asia to Europe. Today, the city has over 3 million residents and is known for its green landscapes, thermal springs, and chestnut deserts. The city also carries stories from Ottoman palace life. For example, Mehrema Sultan, the beloved daughter of Suleiman the Magnificent and Hurrem Sultan, was sent here for a period of time. Bursa was often used as a retreat or sometimes even exile for members of the royal family. So, walking through these streets, you're also walking through layers of Ottoman history. The Grand Mosque of Bursa, Uludağ, was built in the 1390s by Sultan Bayezid I after his victory at the Battle of Nicopolis. It is one of the largest mosques in Turkey with 20 domes supported by 12 massive columns, almost like a miniature Hagia Sophia. Inside the mosque is decorated with the fine Ottoman calligraphy, considered some of the best in the Islamic world. Another highlight of Bursa is the Green Mosque and the Green Tomb, both built in the early 15th century by Sultan Mehmed I. After years of civil war, Mehmed I reunited the Ottoman lands and chose Bursa as the place to leave his legacy. The Green Mosque is famous for its stunning turquoise and emerald Islamic tiles, which gave it the name Green. Just nearby stands the Green Tomb, where Sultan Mehmed I himself is buried. The interior of the tomb is covered in the same beautiful tiles, creating a peaceful and spiritual atmosphere that reflects both the artistry and the power of the early Ottoman Empire. The Green Mosque and the Green Tomb are parts of a larger complex. It consists of a mosque, a tomb, a madrasa, a public kitchen, and a bathhouse. The name Green Mosque comes from its green and blue interior tile decorations. It is part of the historic UNESCO World Heritage Site. Just above the city on Tufane Hill are the tombs of Usman Ghazi and Orhan Ghazi. Usman Ghazi, who lived from around 1258 to 1324, was the founder of the Ottoman dynasty, the man whose small principality would grow into one of history's greatest empires. His son, Orhan, captured Bursa in 1326 and made it the first Ottoman capital, laying the foundation for centuries of Ottoman rule. Standing at their tombs today is a reminder of those humble beginnings. Usman Ghazi, the founder of the Ottoman dynasty, was born around 1258. By the time of his death in 1324, he had established the dynasty that would rule for more than 6 centuries. His resting place in Bursa is considered sacred and symbolizes the humble beginnings of the Ottoman Empire. exploring Bursa, we headed towards the Uludağ Mountain. The biggest highlight is the Uludağ cable car. Uludağ, meaning Great Mountain, is the highest peak in western Anatolia, rising 8,343 feet above sea level. In ancient times, it was known as Mount Olympus of Mysia, and monks once lived on its slopes. Today, it is Turkey's most popular ski resort and a year round natural getaway. As we entered the mountain area, one thing became very clear: you have to be prepared for the weather. Even though this was spring season, it was still freezing cold at the top. So, my advice: always carry warm jackets, proper bottoms, and sturdy shoes, no matter what time of year you come. The biggest highlight here is the Uludağ cable car, which holds the record as the longest cable car in the world. The original line opened in 1963 and it was completely modernized in 2014. Today, it stretches nearly 9 kilometers from Bursa all the way up to the ski resorts. The ride takes about 25 to 30 minutes, moving in stages, each one offering even more spectacular views of the mountains, forests, and the city far below. In winter, Uludağ is at its busiest. The slopes are full of skiers, and the mountain is lined with ski resorts from family lodges to luxury hotels. The cable car first brings you up to a midway station. Here you can step out for a short break, explore the area, and enjoy the food stalls and cafes that serve warm snacks and tea.
We're on a cable chair.
Yay!
There's a snow everywhere. Look, and it's so cold. Look, snow. We're on top of going towards the the top of Uludağ Mountain.
From there, the journey continues with a ski chairlift, an open air ride that carries you further up the mountain, gliding above the pine forests with crisp mountain air on your face. The views keep getting wider and more breathtaking as you rise higher.
It's so cold here. You can see the snow at the back. We are now on top of Uludağ Mountain. It's very high, very big mountain and very beautiful.
At the summit, you reach the heart of Uludağ. In winter, the slopes are alive with skiers and the resorts are full of energy. In spring and summer, the mountain transforms into a peaceful escape with hiking trails, alpine meadows, and panoramic views stretching all the way back to Bursa below. Standing at the top truly feels like being on the roof of Western Anatolia. Uludağ is not only famous for skiing and cable cars, the mountain is also protected as a national park. Its forests are home to deer, wild boar, foxes, and many bird species. While in summer, the slopes are covered with wildflowers and alpine meadows. It's a place where history, nature, and adventure all come together. Look at that resort. कितना खूबसूरत है, blue and white. Yay!
Cold. मेरे हाथ भी ठंडे हो गए हैं. अच्छा कि ना कोट ले लिया था.
On our way back, we stopped for a short break at a natural wonder, the Enkaya plane tree. This giant tree is over 600 years old, one of the oldest in Turkey. Its massive branches spread out like a natural umbrella, and it has become a symbol of Bursa's longevity and history.
Huge branches, big tree, really big, fat tree.
Standing beneath it felt like a special moment before heading back to Istanbul. Finally, one more tip for travelers. If you really want to enjoy Bursa and Uludağ without rushing, I recommend spending one night in Bursa. Use the first day to explore the city's mosques, tombs, and silk market, and then on the second day, take the cable car up Uludağ, enjoy the mountain views, go for a hike, and afterwards drive back at your own pace. It makes the whole journey much more relaxed and rewarding. And that was our journey to Bursa and Uludağ, a trip full of history, nature, and unforgettable views. From the streets of Bursa to the peaks of Uludağ,